Thanks very much for that, Leanne. And as you know, we have a World Vision campaign here in Ottawa and our region ongoing right now. And we're joined now by a local fellow named Patrick Gilligan. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You are a World Vision sponsor.
That's true.
Well, that's great for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You are one of many people who are generously donating funds every month to help children around the world.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about how long you've been a World Vision sponsor, and tell me about the child you sponsor too.
Well, actually, I've been a sponsor for close to 15 years now.
Wow.
I've got about, there's 6 children I'm supporting. They're in Armenia, Brazil, Cambodia, Malawi, Guatemala.
Wow.
And actually, I'm adding one more for this trip, just so I'm going to have the pleasure of meeting one of my sponsored children. So that'll be a new experience.
Now, you say trip. You're heading to Malawi.
I'm heading to Malawi, yeah.
When are you going?
It'll be in under 2 weeks.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And what are you going there for? What's the purpose? Are you going to meet a child there and then sponsor that child, or do you already have a child there you'll be sponsoring?
I've got a sponsored child already. I've just actually recently sponsored them, and I know this child will be in one of the projects that we'll be visiting. The purpose of the trip is to is a photography and blogging type exercise. So we're going to be taking pictures for World Vision. We're going to be reporting online, and so other potential sponsors can see exactly how the money is spent by World Vision and how they can get involved.
That's fantastic. Now, it's been a message, I've been doing these stories since returning to from the Philippines in late August, and we're in the middle of all the stories that we've been produced. We produced 6 stories there, and now we're in the process of airing them. And I know it's almost hard to really convey what you see there and what you witness and how bad the need is. It's hard to convey that in a way. How do you think how would you get that message out to people that being a child sponsor is pretty easy, really? I mean, and the difference that you're making.
Yeah, it's very easy. And I think people look at they see the World Vision ads on TV, and I think that it's so far away, and it seems like it's so the need is so great. They just think that maybe helping one child is not going to actually add to help anything. But the truth of the matter is that it does help one child at a time, and it's a very easy thing to do. What I'm hoping on the trip, I really don't know what to expect, so I'm really just hoping that I can take impactful pictures and write good stories, and that people will be able to see it through my eyes.
I can tell you from my own experience that when you actually get to meet a child that you're going to sponsor, it's so powerful. It really does change you, because then you come back here and you always have that child on your mind, thinking that when you make that donation every month, you can see that child in your head and you know that difference it's going to make. That must be pretty exciting for you.
Very exciting, yes. I'm looking forward to that part of it. So,
why do you do this? Why did you want to become a child sponsor?
Well, I've just felt that I've been very fortunate. I've got a really good family. I've got a great job, and I just felt like I should give something back. And really, there's no end of great charities for doing things in our own country.
Absolutely.
But I really feel that these people, they don't have any charities there. They've really fallen through the cracks. And if it weren't for World Vision, they do have nothing anyways. But they have a much better outlook on life because of World Vision. So
I find it gives them hope for a future. It makes a difference between just living in the poverty that they're in and having just a little something to hold on to. It gives the kids a difference between living in poverty and living in poverty with dreams of growing up to becoming a nurse, a teacher, a doctor, a police officer. It gives them something to live for.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've heard. And not to mention that, but even just to know that someone else cares. Someone else, somewhere else in the world, I think is a great thing.
And there's something you'll feel, I think, when you go to Africa, that you'll feel that connection right away, that, I felt this in the Philippines, they just look at you with a smile and welcome you no matter what. They have no idea who you are. You've come from the other side of the world. They don't know where you're from. They know very little about you, nothing at all. But you're welcome there, and they kids around the world are all the same. They all they're joyous and jubilant and smile all the time and love to giggle and play and love to get a hug, and they're all the same. There's no different, whether they're poor or not.
Yes.
And so that's something that really struck me in the Philippines. So
I'm looking forward to that.
I think you're going to have a great trip, and hopefully you can report back to us and let us know how it went.
I'd love to.
Love to see your pictures as well. Well, I mean, it's a campaign that's ongoing in our city right now, and so far our numbers yesterday for child sponsors and in the Ottawa area have just topped over 700. Our goal is 2,000, so it's pretty easy to do, as you know, Patrick, and I do as well. It's just $35 a month, and it makes a huge difference in an entire community, not just for a child, but that whole community. So, and you're going above and beyond with more than one sponsor. So, thank you.